First things first, Frumpy has lost his mind in all ways, in all aspects. Okay, we got the deal. All right, the tariff deal is done. America didn't win this tariff deal with China. Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there. China's getting 30%. America's only getting 10%. So now y'all can order y'all Shein products. Okay, this is only a 90-day tariff deal. Okay, I don't know what Frumpy gonna do after these 90 days, but I think it has something to do with us not having shit for the summer. One, two, them ports was empty as hell. Empty. Three, baby products are going up. 90% of our baby products come from China. Four, and only, I think the TikTok deal may have something to do with this as well. I think Trump wants TikTok more than anybody else wants TikTok, okay? That's just my opinion, okay? On top of that, he made a tariff deal with the UK. The UK has a tariff deal. All of this is true. We have a deal with the UK, all right? The UK is 10%, 10% ain't shit changed, okay? They talked like it was going to be a big difference. It's the same tariff percent, 10%. Nothing changed except the UK gets to import their cars in for free, which is pissing off a lot of American-made cars because now they don't get to get a tariff cut on their parts from Mexico and Canada because that's where they get most of their parts from. That's where they do most of their dealings from. Canada and Mexico is our partners when it comes to import and export with car parts and when it comes to making cars. But they don't get a tariff cut. But the UK gets to bring in their Bentleys. Who the fuck buying Bentleys? Their Porsches. Who's buying that? I'm asking for a friend. Who is buying those cars? Because it's not middle American people. It's only the 1%. So he got them cars imported for him and his people. It ain't for nobody else. On top of that, Frumpy's getting a nice little plane worth $400 million from Qatar. Qatar of all places, $400 million. That is illegal. You're not allowed to accept that type of gift from any country, especially a country who is supposed to be in with the Houthis, Yemen, and Hamas. I'm saying quotations because don't you know they supplying them? Qatar supplies Yemen. Yemen supplies the Houthis. Houthi helps Hamas. But you accepting gifts from them? And I think it's because Trump is allowing them to come in and get that Bitcoin and that $5 million little gold card to get into the country. Yeah, all of that is tied in together, y'all. Don't let this shit fool you. All of this is tied together. That meme coin, he's allowing people to purchase so he can get close. They can get closer to him. He's having a dinner for people who actually purchase his meme coin. You get to meet with him. On top of that $500,000 executive branch card, his son is selling to get closer to Trump. This is all a grift. It is all a grift. It is a grift, okay? And what's going to end up happening is he's going to piss off Israel. He's going to piss off Israel. And Israel has already made it very clear that their goal is to eliminate the Palestinian people from Gaza. Yep. They've already said it. They're eliminating. They're pushing them all the way out, and they never want them to return. How is the protest working for y'all, leftists? I'm asking for a friend. Are y'all doing any better? Is it working out for you? The Palestinians have ran up. Palestinian protesters have ran up now. They're on like a bunch of college campuses, but the college campuses are closed. Everybody's graduated. Who are y'all protesting against? I'm asking for a friend. Who are y'all protesting against? Even Maggie Gyllenhaal's daughter was arrested during the Columbia protest. School is ended. Maya's on a hunger strike. Maya Aone's on a hunger strike, trying to get her school to divest from Izzy. That's not going to work, sweetheart. On top of that, Frumpy has asked to dismiss habeas corpus. If you don't know what habeas corpus is, it gives you the right to stand in front of a judge and defend yourself from being arrested and having to stay in those prisons. Now, I'm going to say this. Oh, well. Y'all wanted to get rid of, y'all wanted to shake the damn system up. Oh, it's being shaken and stirred and handed right over to Trump. He wants to get rid of habeas corpus because he wants to be able to deport migrants and arrest them without due process. That's a quicker way to get shit done. This is what y'all asked for. This is what the fuck y'all wanted. Y'all asked for this. This is what shaking up the system looks like. Yup. So when he gets ready to arrest y'all asses during these protests, y'all won't get no due process. Because if he's going to do it to migrants, what makes you think he's not going to do it to Americans? I'll wait. I will wait. What makes you think he's not going to do it to Americans? Habeas corpus is not just going to be put up there for migrants and immigrants. It's going to be put up there for everybody. And I'm sorry, black folks really don't get habeas corpus. We be in jail without bond. Mr. Butler right now that's sitting in jail for taking out a kid for kicking in his back door. He's in there with no bond. He should be out by now. Okay, he was protecting his house and his family. I'm sorry, that 18-year-old boy should have been at home. He should have not been outside at 3 a.m. But y'all want Carmelo Anthony. Y'all treat Carmelo Anthony as a grown man because he's black. But that 18-year-old boy, he a grown man too. Like I said in my video, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, and you might lose your life. That's just how it works. That's just how it works. So y'all better be paying attention to habeas corpus, because the people it's going to affect the most are minorities and African Americans. But black people, we've been used to not getting our fight in court. We're used to that shit. That's nothing new to us. But all y'all that's closest to this complexion, y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know nothing about that, but y'all about to fuck around and find out. Y'all about to fuck around and find out right now. Y'all think y'all really think y'all got this together. Y'all don't. Y'all don't. Be prepared, okay? You think you wanted him, but you about to find out real quick if he's able to get this shit passed. Now, I don't think it's gonna happen, but if he does, it'll be mighty funny. And speak of being this, you know, them white South Africans have just landed today. 45 of them have landed today in America, seeking asylum from South Africa, a place that they benefited from during an apartheid. Apartheid is just another G-side and another way of saying Jim Crow. That's it. And apartheid is Jim Crow on steroids. Because then y'all still live by it in South Africa. Y'all have a system. White South Africans, colored, which is Tyler, and then actually South Africans. The real South Africans. That's y'all system. I'm going to tell you right now. South Africans, you come here, be smart. This is not your South Africa. We don't play the same games that they do down there. There is no hierarchy system, okay? You come up in here and you act crazy and you call us something you don't think we know what it means, you may get your head caught on a swivel. Be smart. Be smart. We are not South Africans. We're not them. You're going to be running back to that country, keep playing around. I think it was a big mistake for y'all to come over here and seek seek asylum, because y'all really finna be mad at how we live out here. There is no hierarchy system, okay? We got as many rights as y'all do, and our mouths are way more lethal, okay? Y'all not finna win here. Y'all gonna be hiding in them little houses y'all seeking retribution from. You better go find one of these all sundown towns to live in. You better go find a sundown town to live in, because it ain't going to work for you out here, baby. It is not going to work, okay? Now, we all know that Frumpy is after Leticia James. Leticia James says she's not backing down. Frumpy's just fishing. He's fishing for something that is not there, okay? He is fishing for something that is not there, and everybody should stand behind Leticia James with all... She did what she had to do when she got his ass in court and got him those $40-something, $100. Ma'am, come here, because you're getting on my nerves. I'm sitting here trying to talk. She playing with my feet. God dang it. I'm trying to get this information out. All right. This energy drink has got me on 10, y'all. You know why he's going after Leticia James. She's the one that convicted him of the 40-something felonies, all right? That's why he's a felon now, because of Leticia James. So he's definitely going to go after her. I've been had a dog, Diane. I've been had a dog. Now, oh, my head hurts. Ooh. That white man that called, come on. I need you to sit down. I need you to sit down. I need you to relax. I'm trying to get this information out, okay? I really need you to chill out. Okay, give me a hug. Come on, give me a hug. Hey, 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 give me a hug. Okay, I love you. Now go sit down. Go sit down somewhere. Sorry. Now, we got a new pope. Come to find out the pope is Creole, Haitian. Hello? Me. He doesn't claim it, so stop claiming him. Okay? He does not claim it, so stop claiming him. All right? It's just what it is. He don't claim it. But what he did say is he wants the wars in Gaza and Ukraine to end. And he's warning us about AI, to not let AI get that far. Plus, he's not American to the Americans. A lot of Americans are upset that he's in office. I mean, that he's Pope now, because he's not American and he does not see America as a good place. His brother even said it. His brother said that America's on the way of a downfall, and I agree. I definitely agree. Newark has had another issue with the flights. All right, Newark, New Jersey, they've been disrupted again. They've been disrupted again, a second time. And sad to say that it may happen again. Secretary Duffy said this disruption can be held, it will be caused around across the country. So be prepared for this disruption to spread. It's something to do with the computer systems. So you think it may be a cyber attack? You know what? That could be a possibility. But Newark was using floppy disk. They were using floppy disk. So how much of a cyber attack can you do with floppy disk? I'm asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend. How bad can you do with floppy disk? A lot. Well, we shall see. Now, y'all know Trump is offering financial incentives. He's offering $1,000 for migrants to self-deport. I am asking migrants not to take that shit. Keep your ass in hiding. You don't know where you're going. You don't know where you're going once you get on that plane. At all. Don't do it. Don't do it. Keep your ass in hiding. Do not get your ass up there for $1,000. Don't do it. That's not smart. Do not trust that man. Please, for the sake of everybody, don't do that. And yes, I did see the woman that was attacked with her child and her daughter. The way they slammed that woman onto the ground. This is what y'all voted for. And I'm saying y'all because black folks had no hand in this. This is what y'all voted for. This is how the Latinos split their vote. I've seen a lot of posts of Cuban people upset because they voted for Trump and now their family's being deported. This is what y'all get, thinking that y'all were closer to this man. This is what y'all get for thinking that y'all were one of them. Y'all are not one of them. Y'all closer to us than y'all are to them. This is what you get. And I'm sad for the people that did not vote for this man that is being put through this ringer. I am so sorry that y'all are going through this shit. But maybe y'all need to come together as a community and figure shit out. So y'all can stop getting deported. So y'all can stop being taken off these streets illegally. Because yes, it is illegal if they do not have a warrant to take you. You used to get a mail You used to get something in the mail saying, hey, you have this certain amount of time to deport. They ain't doing that shit no more. They're collecting bodies off the street. Y'all need to pay attention. Now, some people are being released, like the Tufts University student. She's finally free. Amen. Thank God she got out. But everybody won't be that lucky. Everybody will not be that lucky. So y'all really need to pay attention to that situation. And do not take that $1,000. That is a setup. That is a setup. So it's come to everybody's attention that Trump has only gone to 12 intelligence briefings since he started office. That's over 100 days ago. You want to know what he's been doing? Signing executive orders and at the golf course. That's what he's been doing. I'm sorry, but every intelligence briefing, you are supposed to be listening to that shit. That is vital. Instead, he's throwing shade at Putin. Okay? Y'all know Putin celebrated Victory Day, the ending of World War II. He celebrated that this past week. Well, Trump was like, well, he could be worrying about the Ukraine-Russia stuff, but he out here celebrating World War II. Well, Trump, you just made World War II Victory Day here in America. So why are you throwing shade at him? It's not really smart. The fact that him and China, Russia and China are best friends right now. They beasties. Okay? They are beasties right now. Not smart. And that's why that little tariff deal did not go the way he wanted it to go. They playing. They're playing in our faces. He is playing in our faces and he's wasting our tax money. Okay? Now, I got some good news for black folks. Burkina Faso. It looks like all of the African countries are getting together. They're creating their own Pan-African committee. They're getting ready to create their own African dollar. They're going to have their own assemblies, their own banks. They are shutting everybody out. That is not that they cannot benefit from. They're shutting everybody out that they cannot benefit from. Burkina Faso just introduced their first electric car. They're doing their own gold mining now. Okay? Those kids, those teenagers, everybody that's working in those fields now, working the gold mine, they're getting that money back. He just built some apartments that look like the apartments in the United States. And France is fucking losing it. Allegedly, they're asking Macron to retire. They want him to retire. They don't want him in office no more. And this is coming straight from Africa because I'm watching African Instagram pages as well. They want him out. They was like, you messing it up with our connection. Africa is closing the reins. They said, we don't need no help. We don't need none of that. We need y'all to get the hell out. Because if we were that such of a poor country, why are you coming in taking all of our nutrients? Why are you coming here taking all our resources? They want everybody out. And I love it. It is about time. I love to see it. Okay? It is what it is, but it's a great time to watch Africa take its shit back. I know a lot of y'all are not happy about that, but please remember, without Africa, a lot of y'all countries would not survive. They contain the most resources in the world. Without them, y'all won't survive. And I'm saying y'all because I can always go back home. We've been invited back. We've been invited back. So as soon as everybody else start crumbling, I'm taking my ass where I'm going back. I found out that I am, 24% Nigerian? I'm going. I'm going back. I found out where I belong. The Fox News analyst that passed out on live TV, good for you. Maybe you can pronounce Kamala Harris's name right. Good for you for passing the fuck out. Great. Now we all know that Trump is firing. How can I put this without getting? I'm trying to put this in a way where I won't get banned for saying it. I'm gonna say it the proper way without me getting banned. Trump's fired the African American Carla Hayden from the Library of Congress. She was the head librarian. He fired her, citing DEI issues. But he's been firing black people in non-government spaces, but are also ahead of major areas over his past 100 days in office. He's been getting rid of a lot of us. He keeps firing officials working in non-black political roles. He's trying to get everybody out. And everybody. General Charles Quinn Brown Jr., Chairman of Joint Chief of Staffs, Dr. Carla Hayden, Library of Congress, Alan Brown, member of the National Transportation and Safety Board, Charlotte Barrows, chair of the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, an agency meant to enforce civil rights laws. Impartially by that. He getting rid of everybody. He's trying to make sure that we don't have no power whatsoever. I need y'all to make sure that y'all are paying attention to that, okay? Because that is very vital to us. On top of that, Trump just signed an executive order to lower prescription prices. Be fucking for real. The Reduction Act all over again? That's Biden shit. That's Biden. You removed the Reduction Act and then you added it back. Yay us. Yeah, he increased it for his boys and then he realized, oh shit, I can't do that because now everybody mad at me. So now he's put it back in place. Do y'all not know everything that he called Biden and Kamala communists? He called them communists for it. He called them for wanting to give incentives for first-time home buyers, wanting to get incentives for to women to have children and be able to take care of their kids. Remember, that was communist. You can't do that. You can't give people money for having a child. Now you want to give $5,000 to mothers, first-time mothers. Now you want to give gold medals to women with more than 6 kids. What? Everything that Biden and Kamala were doing for this country, now he wants to do it. Because he's seen that his first 100 days has sucked. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, that $5,000 ain't going to help you. It takes $20,000. $20,000 to raise a baby in its first year. $20,000, y'all. That barely covers the cost of you having the child. I'm just saying that is not going to cover it. On the average, it takes $20,000 to have a child and be able to take care of a child for the first year. Now, I don't know who 20,000 they talking about, but baby, hospital bills can be that much. Your hospital bills can be around $20,000. That's insane, but that is true. That is definitely true. A supercomputer has predicted when the earth will no longer be available and no one can live on it. Baby, that's like 100 billion years from now. The world has a long time to be here. We won't be here when it's gone unless God comes and strikes everybody down. I'm just saying. So, we know that Pete Hegseth has taken books out of the military libraries, right? We already know West Point has removed all of its Black history, all of the history about Jewish people, Native Americans, all of that has been pulled from those library shelves, correct? Well, now they're doing it at the Pentagon as well. They're removing those books from the Pentagon. So the Pentagon has given military service academics and the senior service institutions like the Army College until May 21st to identify and remove books from their libraries and that touch diversity, race, and gender issues. All of that is going to be gone. Now, West Point, they've had professors resign due to Pete Hegseth. There are professors, there are teachers that are leaving in protest because of what Pete is doing. And I'm going to say it like this. I'm happy that they're taking a stand, but I'm also sad that they're leaving because they're the only ones that can combat this shit. You get what I'm saying? They're the only ones there that's going to tell the truth. The only ones. And now that they're gone, who's going to tell the truth about what's going on? Who's going to tell the real history? It's like a double-edged sword. Speaking of real history, Oklahoma, if you're in the house, raise your hand. Oklahoma has agreed to tell Trump's fake 2020 election lie. They're putting that in the history books. They're going to teach kids that Trump did not lose the election in 2020. It was stolen from him. Y'all better call y'all representatives. Y'all better call y'all fucking representatives, because if once Oklahoma agrees, here comes Louisiana, Texas, Florida, Alabama, and Mississippi, and I dare Georgia to do that dumb shit. I dare y'all. I dare y'all. I cannot. Y'all gonna let him put that in the books? But remove Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, Malcolm X. Daria Ann Frank. The Trail of Tears. All of that's going to be removed, but y'all going to learn about that. Y'all going to learn about that. That is insane. Insane. Yes, midterms are coming. And speaking of insane, Marjorie Taylor Green is not running for senator again. She's not. She's not running for senator. She said she won't be running again. Hand clap before I drop the bomb on y'all. Before I drop the bomb on y'all. Hand clap, hand clap, hand clap, hand clap, hand clap, hand clap, hand clap. Okay. But rumors are setting in that she wants to run for governor of Georgia. And I be damned if that built. I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to get my camera. I'm not going to get it taken down. Georgia. We better not. We better not put that woman in office. We better not. Send her ass back to the backwoods where she came from. Don't let her sneak her ass right behind Kemp. I'm tired. I need a blue state. I need a blue state. Okay? Now, Jasmine Crockett, y'all, she's so pretty in person. She like this tall though. I got some pictures with her and I got to see her do a little bit of an interview. I'm still dropping those videos. They are coming. Just give me a second. Jasmine Crockett made it very clear that the Democratic Party is looking for the cleanest. I'm going to say it in her words before I mess up her words and I get my video taken down. I get my live taken down. I'm trying to do better, y'all, in the way I'm delivering shit so I won't get my live taken. So Jasmine Crockett says that Dems are looking for the safest white boy to run for president in 2028. That's the whole point. They're looking for the safest white boy to run. Instead of standing behind anybody else. It has to be a. And I think they may have found their white boy. And you know what? I'm not mad that he's throwing his hand in the towel, but Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, he may be running. He's setting the stage to run. Ossoff, he's running. I don't think he's running for president. I don't think he'll run for president. I don't think he may run for president. But Andy Beshear is running for 20. He may be running for 2028. Hi, James. He may be running for 2028. I don't know how Kentucky feels about that, but y'all got to think about it. Kentucky's a red state, and they have a blue governor. He's already going to be running on a platform that's already solid. And he was almost the pick for Kamala Harris. So if he does leave Kentucky, I don't know who's going to try to take that seat behind him, but let's hope it's not somebody that's Republican. I hope so. That's all I can say. I hope so. Y'all got to be, I need Kentucky to look out for that. Pete and AOC, I would love Pete and AOC or Pete and Jasmine, but let's be real. AOC and Jasmine, they are not. I love them because they don't do bullshit politics. They don't do it. They're straight up chaser. I don't know how these people would take take to them. I don't know how these people would take to them, honestly. Y'all don't think AOC is ready? I think AOC is ready for anything, to be honest. How about Cory Booker? I love Cory Booker, but honestly, I would love Cory Booker to stay where he at. I want Cory Booker to stay where he at. Newsom, no Newsom. This man has been flip-flopping. He's been flip-flopping like nobody's goddamn business. And I'm sorry, but pick a side, Newsom. One minute you sound like a Democrat, next minute you sound like a Republican. I don't know. You're on right-wing podcast and shit. I can't get with you. And then the next minute you want to sue Trump over tariffs. You got to pick a side, my boy. You can't be, that's confusing to the voters. That's confusing as hell. I can't deal with it. Now, the DNC vice chair, David Hodge, defends his stance on getting younger generations elected. Now, I'm going to say this right now. If you're Gen Z or millennial, you ain't got no job right now, but you got a college degree, run for one of these offices. Start pushing people out. Get them the fuck out the seats, because they do not speak for the generations that are suffering right now. They're not speaking for us. Gen Z is not making as much money as you think they are. They are not getting hired as much as you think they are. And a lot of our graduates right now, especially our Black and minority and female graduates, they're graduating under the guise that DEI is bad. So they're going to suffer. A lot of African American students are scared now that they won't get a job because of DEI. When DEI is supposed to be there just to say, hey, I'm just as qualified as this white boy. You should be looking at me too. It's just about playing an even playing field. I know y'all like to look at diversity, equity, and inclusion. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to use that word anymore. The representatives of CBC told me not to. I'm sorry. Let me say this again. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. It is just so everybody is looked at on an even playing field. Everybody that is qualified for the job is seen. Not just the white man, but everybody that is just as qualified as the white man is seen on an even playing field. That is all what DEI is. It doesn't mean you get hired because you're a certain color or a certain gender. It means that, hey, I looked at the white man, I looked at the white woman, I looked at the Black woman, I looked at the Asian man, I looked at the Native American and the East Asian woman, and hell, the Asian man is way more qualified than anybody. He gets the job. That's what that means. And if you don't believe in diversity, equity, and inclusion, I feel bad for you. Because after they get rid of everybody, y'all not going to have nobody. Y'all lives are going to be pretty boring. Pretty boring. No food. No good food. No good music. No good styles. No good shows. Y'all gonna be so sad and depressed. So sad and depressed. Okay. Frumpy calls for 20,000 extra officers to help with deportation. Okay. He calls for that. I don't know how good I feel about that. I don't feel good about that at all, because I feel like a lot of right-wing MAGA influenced officers are going to jump at the chance to do that. We don't need any more. Okay. Homeland Security just sat in front of Congress. Homeland Security's budget is about to be bye-bye. They're about to go over their budget because of immigration and because of deportation and because of ICE. They're about to go over their budget, y'all. It's going to start costing us money. Money for Homeland Security to keep doing what they're doing. It's just going to cost us. Just Tristan, I know you want me to talk about the ports, but that doesn't matter anymore because he's already agreed. China won that tariff war for the next 90 days. So the ports are going to be open back up and stuff is going to start coming back in for us, okay? That's why I haven't really jumped on it. Remember, I'm doing 3 days of recap from 3 days. So there's some things I'm not going to talk about because it's already been fixed. It's already been fixed. They got that tariff deal. You're welcome. They got the tariff deal, so there's nothing else we can do about that. It's over. Now, I hope there are Gen Zs in here because someone has a message for you. Billionaire Howard Lutnick. Y'all all know him. Let's act like we don't. Billionaire Howard Lutnick said that the goal for the administration and the goal from here on out is to bring factories back to America and for Gen Z and millennials to work there until they die. That is the goal. That's the life they want for y'all. They want y'all to work in their factories until your children are old enough to work in their factories. I bullshit you not. That is their goal. And Howard Lutnick had no problem saying that. He said, this is the new model. We are working in these plants for the rest of your life. And if your kids work here and your grandkids work here. This is a direct quote from Howard Lutnick, U.S. Commerce Secretary, on Gen Z working in factories for the rest of their lives. This is what they planned on doing. They want these factories back here. They want to eliminate public education and only give children one way out, those damn factories. This is why y'all need to be fighting y'all education. Y'all need to be talking to y'all representatives because those charter schools that are getting those vouchers is going to be for the 1% rich white kids. They're the ones that's going to get these educations that are going to run these factories that these public school kids are going to be forced to work in because they weren't able to get an education for free. I'm frozen. Am I frozen? Somebody? Am I frozen? No. Okay. This is the deal. That is how they're working this. This is why they want to get rid of the education, the Board of Education. This is why they want to give school vouchers to private schools because white kids and these 1% kids, they don't need that. Their parents pay for their private school. But if that goes to the charter schools and DEI is already eliminated and they get to handpick who they want to go to these charter schools, who you think gonna be left in those public schools? Who do you think is gonna be left in those public schools? Minorities and black kids, which means they're not gonna be able to receive the education that they deserve in order to go to college, in order to fight to get these jobs that everybody else is getting, which means the only place they're gonna be able to go is a factory. It's all played out. It's all lined up. That is just what the fuck it is. They're playing this game. Project 2025 is half complete. It is half complete. They're not playing with us. And this is why y'all need to be on y'all representatives' asses and not letting up, making sure that y'all making those phone calls and calling them. And midterms are coming up and y'all asses cannot be sitting down. Everybody needs to be making videos come midterms. Everybody needs to be getting everybody out the fucking house and going to vote because they're going to make it harder for us to vote because they already know what's coming down the pipeline. They have fucked up the last 100 days. This is the worst administration we've seen. And they know that if we get a chance, we're going to get all their asses out and put Democrats in these seats so we can get an impeachment. So we can reverse every executive order. And when we impeach Trump, we need to impeach JD as well and get Michael ass out of the head of the majority. The only way this shit's going to happen is if we get those seats back. Y'all need to be paying attention to y'all local elections as well. For judges, for governor, for mayor, y'all need to be paying attention to all that shit because it's all going to trickle down to y'all. Like I said, politics is everything. Everything we do is about politics. From the socks you wear, to the fucking weave you wear in your head, to the food you eat, to the toys your children get. It is all politics. And I know people say, oh, I don't want to deal with politics. It's too confusing. Well, that's what the fuck I'm here for. And there are plenty of other people like me out here talking. That is what I'm here for. To break this shit down to the simplest form. Get your ass up and start watching the news. Because sooner or later, it's going to be knocking at your door. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit there and allow them to put our children in factories? So they don't have a fighting chance to have a better life than you did? Because that's the goal, right? For you to have children, to have a better life than you. That is impossible if we do not take the House and the Senate back. That is impossible. It is impossible, y'all. We got to start saying we don't want to hear about politics because they run our life whether we want to realize it or not. It is going to affect us on every level. And it's not just going to affect us, it's going to affect our kids. Everybody votes counts. And please, I'm giving y'all this information, but spread that shit. Make your own fucking videos. I'm not the only voice that y'all got. Y'all have your own voices as well. I could not get to everything I wanted to get to today, but I will be getting to a lot more tomorrow. I got to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow to get the video corrected, to get it out quicker so I have more time to talk to y'all, but I have to go to training. If you want to, go to my video and get all the information you need. Like, comment, share, clip that hoe. Go do your own investigations so you know what's going on. Make politics part of your daily talk. If you hear a friend that say, I don't want to talk about politics, oh, bitch, we're going to talk about it today like we gossiping about Kenya Moore and the Real Housewives of Atlanta, like we gossiping about Iman. Make it a part of your daily repertoire. Every day, get up and watch the fucking news and be like, girl, did you hear what the fuck they going to do? No. Don't do that. Don't just listen to gossip. Gossip is not going to fix our country. It's just not. Y'all have a good day. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Please go like, share, and comment the video. Bye, peoples. I'm hungry now. I need to eat, y'all. I'm so damn hungry. Bye, YouTube.